Okay, we've moved on now here at Game 09 and we found Ian. Ian, can you tell me a little bit about the game you can see behind us?
Okay, this is Dream Machine. It started out as quite a simple project for a very small team, and then we decided it's turning into something incredible. So we decided to branch out and make it a lot bigger. It's about a robot that's working in a factory, and he's been working there for years and years, doing whatever robots do, pull levers and pressing buttons. And one day he just decides, absolutely, I've had enough of this. This isn't for me. What happened was he's had enough. He's had a bit of a robot breakdown, as robots sometimes do, and then the factory responds to this, and they decide, right, okay, he's absolutely useless now. So let's throw him away. We're gonna throw him away into the robot pit. That's where all malfunctioning robots go nowadays.
Okay.
So unfortunately, when he's going there, he wakes up and he starts to reboot, and then he realizes, where am I? What's actually happening in this world? So then that's where the adventure begins. So it's up to you to help him escape this confined factory. And the game expands into more surreal, more creative worlds later on. So what happens is you start with a very structured, very authoritative factory in a very grey setting, and then as the game progresses, it's about the robot's struggle to be more creative and kind of be more surreal and free from all of this. It's along the lines, the gameplay along the lines of the impossible geometry that you find in some other games, like Fez was the first, I believe, and then Monument Valley, and there's Back to Bed. There's a few out there which use this kind of mind-bending, impossible puzzles in order to then complete his journey. So to start with, it starts very simple. You're using machinery against the factory itself in order for the robot to escape, and then you're seeing the game through the robot's eyes, so things start becoming more surreal and more abstract, and a bit like the Dali and paintings and Escher style. It starts becoming really mind-bending. Some of the puzzles in there are absolutely crazy. As you're journeying through, we've made the interaction with the robot very simple, so the robot itself is very simple. He walks forward. You can tap him to rotate. That's as much as what you can do with the robot.
Right.
But it's all about interacting with the world, and we wanted to make it so that it was very visually simple to understand what was going to happen if you turn this. So it's almost like a toy. It's almost like having a piece of machinery on your desk, and you're twirling this, and you're trying to make things happen and get.
So it's a tactile experience.
Absolutely, yeah. When you see a level, you should almost immediately know, if I do that, what's going to happen there? And then the impossible geometry comes in, and then you start thinking about, how on earth do I get to this point over here? And then the game progresses, and like I say, it becomes more and more surreal. So you start questioning, what is actually happening here? Are we in the real world? Is the robot dreaming here? There's quite a twist in the story later on. I don't want to give it away.
No, don't ruin anything.
Absolutely, but it's a very interesting journey throughout the game.
So as far as platforms, what platforms are available on, will be available on?
Okay, well, we're aiming for the mobile market. We recently made a game called Storage Hunters UK, which was in the top 10 for 5 months now. And we've had great success with that. And we wanted to to kind of do something really different and push for more of a different style of gameplay than that, and really get our creative juices going on it. So it's great that we've had the auction games going so well, and then this on top. We want to bring it out on mobile, on iOS, obviously iPads and iPhones, on Android and also Windows. So across the board on mobile. This is definitely a tactile mobile game that's coming out.
Have you got any dates in mind?
This will be out beginning of next year. So yeah, we're still quite early in development. So we're a very dedicated small team, and we've also got Red Kite Games involved now to push us along. But like I say, it started with very humble beginnings, and it was one of those projects that we found was it's just turning into something great. Let's make this into something incredible now. So we're taking that whole genre a little bit further. I know that there's several games on the platform in that genre, but we really want to just take it even further than what they're doing.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, all the best, Ian. Thanks ever so much for talking to us.